Pep tried to sign Inter star who's shown against Erling Haaland. Manchester City opened their Champions League campaign with a 0-0 draw with Inter, and after the game, Pep Guardiola was asked about previous transfer speculation around one Nerazzurri star. Manchester City had a tough time last night in their first league phase game against the Italian champions. Pep Guardiola's side dominated the ball, as is usually the case in games. But Inter stood firm throughout and restricted City to only a few really good chances. Ilkay Gundogan probably had the best towards the end of the game, but could not convert. Pep was relatively pleased with his side's performance despite the players being unable to breach their opponents, and he will now turn his attention to the huge game with Arsenal this weekend. Hopefully, Erling Haaland will have a more productive game against the Gunners, after being well-marshaled by Alessandro Bastoni last night. Inter were very impressive defensively last night. They were nice and compact, and gave City very little room in the middle. Their backline stood strong against arguably the best striker in the game right now, with Erling Haaland failing to have much of an impact in the end. Bastoni was particularly good, and he is a player who has actually been linked with a transfer to City in the past. Pep was asked, "Is it true that you tried your best to bring Alessandro Bastoni to Man City in the past?" Via Fabrizio Romano, Pep answered, "That's not true." So City have never made an attempt to sign Bastoni previously, but the club could do much worse than to monitor him going forwards. Bastoni looked a real class act last night for Inter, and he has been performing at a high level for quite some time now, having been named in the Serie A Team of the Year in 2020-21 and 2020-23. £165,000 a week star Bastoni has a contract with Inter until 2028, so any future move by City would likely be extremely costly.